Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Legaia. Alright, so we are here in the Muscle Dome, and we are all ready to take on the Master Course. Now, I would say this is definitely, by far, hands down, the hardest thing in the game, especially if you don't really know how to prepare for it. Thankfully I do, so let's go ahead and walk through this. Now, like I mentioned in the last part, when we go through the Master Course, we are going to have most of our things taken away. We're not going to be able to use items, we're not going to be able to use magic, and we're also not going to be able to use our armor or weapons. Basically, the only things we can use to our advantage are the accessories and our brute strength, basically. So the accessories are obviously going to play a very important part in this. Now, the first thing that we're going to put on that you definitely need is the defender chain. This is pretty much why I bought that. Now for our healing, basically since we can't use items or magic, we're gonna have to rely on accessories for that too. About all we got for that's the life grail, which recovers some HP after each turn. That's also a necessity. Now for the final accessory, we are going to put on the Wonder Amulet, which will nullify all abnormal status. Basically, this is also required. Pretty much you have to use this setup, I think, if you want to try to beat this. You may be able to get away with using the warrior icon or whatever it is for counterattacking in order to replace this, but I really would not recommend it. But the Wonder Amulet is necessary because there are going to be enemies on this course that can use statuses like Stone, and since Vaughn's by himself, if he gets the Stone status on him, it's instantly over. So, yeah, we're definitely going to make sure to have that, and it's going to help us out in a number of other battles as well. Alright, so now let's talk to the chick with the bunny ears here. We want to enter the tournament. We're going to pay the fee and enter. Make sure you have 100 tokens, and Master Course.
Welcome to the Muscle Dome!
I love that voice. That's so awesome.
Round 1.
Alright, so now the first few rounds are going to be relatively easy. You can see we just have an Iron Man here to deal with. So yeah, you can see our accessories, or our armor rather, is completely gone. We're stuck with what we started out with at the very beginning of the game. Meta's crossed out, items are crossed out, so yeah, we definitely have our hands full here. Thankfully, we should be able to take this guy down with pretty much one attack, one Miracle Arts. We don't have anything that reduces AP usage or anything like that, so we're going to have to work on that a bit. And of course, he's going to block a lot. Alright, well thankfully we were still able to take him down. You can see he's actually really only doing a little over 2,000 damage. It was 2406, I think it was. And that's of course because we don't have our weapons or anything like that. We also don't have any accessories upping our attack power. So in between each round, you're going to get some coins, and there's also, I think, a little bit of recovery. I don't remember exactly how that gets calculated. It went through kind of fast, and I wasn't paying attention, but I'm sure you can figure it out. Now we have Figaro level 2, I think it is. This might be actually level 3, I don't even know. It's okay, it's just level 2. Alright, so here we're going to take some damage, just 93, but you can see once we start our next turn, the life grail is going to fill that back up for us. I don't remember exactly how much that heals you for. I think it might be 200 something. I want to say that sounds right. And of course, the defender chain is going to help greatly in making sure that we take a lot less damage, especially from battles later on. So, there. So yeah, you can see that that one really didn't need too much. Like I said, the first few battles are relatively easy, and you should be able to take him down with pretty much any setup. But it's going to get later on, then it's going to start getting much more difficult. So yeah, see, there's the recover. I guess that's how much HP you recover. If so, then that's pretty good. 629 is actually pretty good recovery. Alright, so now we have a gold Bison. This guy's a little bit tougher. He's probably going to take a couple attacks to take down, so just spearing in between each round. Basically, I'm really just spearing to build up AP. It's not like I really need to defend myself too much against this guy. Yeah, but every now and then he will use a skill like that. See, we didn't quite recover all of it, but we did get back up to 3,200, so I guess around 200 is a pretty good estimate of how much it heals for. Yeah, and that's where it can start to get a little bit annoying too, when they just start blocking your attacks. It's going to drag this round out a little bit longer. But we're in no danger or anything. It's basically just a time thing here, pretty much. And this Master Course is going to take quite a while. I mean, the enemies at the start are fairly simple and will go down pretty quickly, but later on it's going to be taking a very long time to do these battles, so I'm thinking a lot of editing is probably going to be in order here. Alright, so this probably won't do it. No, I didn't think so. Alright, so one more attack and this guy should go down. Yep, there it goes. Alright, so yeah, that one's a little bit tougher, and that also kind of gave a good example of the life grail at work there. Pretty much most damage you take, assuming you're at a high enough level, this is why I brought Vaughn up so high, most damage you can take, you can recover usually by spiriting and letting the life grail do its thing. Okay, so for round 4, we're going to fight a pretty interesting foe. You can see, yeah, this is Carabin, the very first boss of the game. No level 2 or anything, just by himself. Turns out, even though he is a boss, this fight is very, very easy. We should be able to take him down in one turn, pretty much. I mean, because you remember how low-leveled we were when we fought him the first time. What, maybe like 10 for Vaughn or something, and single digits for Noah, I'm sure. So let's just get a little bit of AP and then pretty much go to town on him. Even if he does hit me, he probably wouldn't do more than single-digit damage anyway. Yeah, but he didn't get a chance to. Alright, so this should pretty much certainly take him down. Yeah, and you see he has basically no defense either. Yep, so there we go, a little over 4,000 damage. That definitely took him down without any trouble. So that battle was actually easier than the round before it, but from here on out, things are going to start getting pretty tough. Basically, we're going to be fighting nothing but bosses, I think, from here on out, pretty much. Let's get 760 recovery, even though we didn't need it. So yeah, even if you end the round a little bit less than max health, you can usually recover it up by the next one. Alright, so you can see here we're fighting Zito, end of Chapter 1, basically. And it's a little bit tougher, but it's still not too bad. You probably want a spirit for this. I don't think it would really make much difference, but it's just probably a good idea too. I need to for the AP anyway. So yeah, just 157. We'll take care of that with the life grail for sure. And I think he should have a little bit more health. This one might actually take a little bit. Because, you know, at this point in the game, we were expected to have 3 characters who were pretty tough at this point. So, I don't know, it might take a few more rounds than normal, but we're already knocking him down, so I don't know, maybe just one more will take care of it. And by the way, don't even ask how all these people are coming back and fighting us in this arena. It's not meant to be story related, trust me. I mean, I'll admit, yeah, it's a little weird that we're fighting these guys like after we've already killed them and everything, and they don't even exist anymore. So it's kind of strange from that aspect, I guess, but I don't know. This is just kind of one of those things where you don't think about it, you know, you just put the story aside for a minute and do some fighting. So really, I guess it makes sense in that way, but alright, so there we go. That's gonna take him down. Oh, it wasn't that bad, man. Come on.
Round 6.
Alright, so round number 6. Now I think we're going to take on the next mist generator. Oh, no, never mind. We're going to take on Berserker next. Yeah, I remember this guy, how he was such a pain the first time we fought him. Thankfully, we're a lot more powerful now. And this is another good reason why you want to bring along that Wonder Amulet. because this will protect you from the rot status that he inflicts, and if you get that status on you, there is no way to remove it. No items, no magic, so, I mean, you would have to deal with that for the rest of the round. And then if you get, like, all 4 of your limbs rotted, I guess you'd pretty much be screwed. And, I mean, there's a very good chance between those 2 spore gases that you probably would have everything rotted, so... but yeah, Wonder Amulet is definitely a requirement for this. Alright, so 3,600 damage there. We knocked him down already. Really not too tough this time around. Again, we were very weak when we fought him the first time, which is what makes him one of the hardest bosses in the game. But at this point, we have the accessories and the strength to pretty much just overwhelm him. Oh yeah, here's that stone circle. This was very devastating before. But I mean, you can see that did literally 100 damage, and that's it. So, okay, I don't know. 51 is crap, but let's do this anyway. Yeah, okay, I figured that mine. I knew he was pretty low. Alright, so that's yet another one finished with.
Round 7.
Alright, round number 7. Now, this should be the one that I'm thinking of. No, okay, wow, that's actually a lot later on than I thought. So yeah, this is Zane. You, of course, remember him from underneath Octum. So I'm saving up the strength. Again, just make sure you spare for that. That one's a pretty obvious one. He's going to use his Terrio punch after this. Now this, I think, is really the first one where his damage could possibly overwhelm your healing a little bit. You can see it was like 327 from that, so we obviously didn't recover fully. And especially if he uses like his bloody horns on a spirit whenever you're on a turn whenever you're not spiriting, then that can do a little bit of damage. So this may well be the first time that you have to kind of take a couple rounds to spirit and heal. Which, of course, is going to be becoming much more commonplace as we go throughout this. Yeah, I mean, see, even his regular attacks, I mean, that was 347 and we blocked one. So it's very likely that you would want to just kind of take a little time out and heal for a bit. And so, yes, this does mean that he's going to use his Terrio punch on the next round, but the good news is it also gives you another turn to recover your life. So, I mean, it kind of cancels out in that regard. And of course you do get healed at the end of the round anyway, so you don't really have to worry about being at like full health. I just go through and try to input those too fast sometimes. Alright, well, that didn't get him, so I don't know, maybe one more will. Yeah, there's that bloody horn. So that's a good 500 damage. I mean, that's definitely much more than your life grail can hold up to, so. Whoa, I don't know how you blocked that. That was pretty quick. So see, if you kind of just sit here for a while and spirit, you can usually recover your health up. Except, of course, if it does this again. But it does 240 spirit, so it kind of cancels out with the life grail. And if we take him down here, then we should probably get full recovery at the end of the round. Yep, down he goes. So he's probably gonna... Oh, wow, he didn't. I figured he would hunch over in pain, because we took quite a bit of damage in that round, but... Oh yeah, look at that, 1127. That's definitely enough recovery to bring us back up to max. Alright, so the next round, this is the one I was thinking of. I was anticipating it. This, I think, is where this starts getting actually pretty tough. Hottie has quite a lot of HP, and he can do quite a bit of damage with his Chaos Breath here. But as long as you're spiriting, it's really nothing you can't keep up with, and he only does that once every, like, 3 or 4 turns. So that's really not too big of a threat. Again, it's probably a good idea to bring the Wonder Amulet for this, because I'm pretty sure that can put Toxic on you, which would be just, you know, pretty much instant game over here, because there's no way to remove it. So yeah, this is actually going to take quite a few turns of attacking. Wow, that was kind of interesting, a little head bang in there. But we really still shouldn't have any trouble. It's just kind of sticking with it and, you know, just rolling with the punches pretty much, because he shouldn't have too much that can just completely overwhelm us. He's probably going to use that Chaos Breath again soon. It's a good idea to Spirit for it, but it's not necessarily required. I mean, it doesn't do too much damage. And you can see we keep blocking him the rest of the time, so I'm really not going to worry about it too much. Yeah, well, whatever. I didn't even fill out the thing, but that's fine. I was just too lazy to go back and put that command back in. Yeah, so Unspirited, it definitely does pack a little bit more of a punch, but again, we're going to be spending the next few rounds spiriting anyway, so we should pretty much be able to heal it all up within a couple turns. I mean, 83, we're definitely going to heal much more than that. And it looks like we got enough for a Miracle Art, too. Alright, so yeah, we're back up over 3,000, so we pretty much recovered from that without too much trouble. So, Miracle Art on him. Alright, so yeah, from here on out, I mean, this is basically what it's going to be. You get your attack in, and then you sit around and Spirit until you get a chance again, really. It's still not really that tough at this point, though, so we shouldn't have any trouble with him. Alright, so let's go ahead and attack. 91's pretty good. We can do the Burning Flare Fire Blow combo. Alright, there we go. It's starting to get knocked down, so we're definitely making progress. I love that attack. I don't know, I didn't catch it before, I don't think, but it's really funny looking. Alright, so Spirit up again, and we'll attack next turn. It'll probably still take another one after this. Yeah, I mean, you can see we're actually almost back at max health anyway. Oh, no, attack here. But yeah, I would definitely call, I mean, the Life Grail is obviously an essential. I mean, you have to heal. That's required. You need it. And I've already discussed why the Wonder Amulet is necessary, and of course the Defender Chain is, it's not necessary really until you get to the last fight, I think. The rest of them you could probably just power through with something like the Warrior Icon to counterattack, but once you get to the end, it's not going to work for you. So, I mean, I'm not going to say that this is probably the only way to do it, but it's definitely the safest and it's definitely the easiest. So I don't really know why you'd want to do it any other way. Alright, this might take him down, I'm not sure. Yep, looks like it did, alright. Oh, he didn't hunch over from that one either. I wonder what it is that determines, you know, like which victory thing he does. Because sometimes he hunches over when he's at like almost max health, and other times he doesn't when he took a lot. I don't know.
Round 9.